Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay. Before we starting today lessons, I ask one person to read surat An-Naba 1 sampai 10.
I am Miss.
Oke, Makfira, silakan.
A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Amma yatasaalun 'anin naba'il 'azim alladzi hum fihi mukhtalifun. Kalla saya'lamun. Summa kalla saya'lamun. Alam naj'alil arda mihada wal jibala autada wa khalaqnakum azwaja wa ja'alna nawmakum subata wa ja'alna al-laila libasa. Shadaqallahul azim.
Thank you, Makfira. Okay, the purpose of today lessons is quadratic function, and the learning objective for today lesson is after student conduct discussion and ask question, students are able to determine the value of variables, coefficient, and constant, determine the roots by factoring, determine the roots with the formula ABC, and presenting solution to problem relate to equation and quadratic function correctly. Okay, so before we start, I will attend first. Makfira Khairani.
Present, Miss.
Okay. Maharani Nabila.
Present, Miss.
Okay. Arif Wiranata.
Present, Miss.
Hamzani Zaki.
Present, Miss.
Alivia Salva. Aida.
Present, Miss.
Okay. So I will start the lesson today, and I will share screen of the material today. Apakah sudah terlihat?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, so today we will learn about quadratic function, standard form of a quadratic function examples, vertex of quadratic function, parabolic curve properties, compiling quadratic function, and last, line relationship with parabola. Apakah slide sudah terganti yang quadratic function?
No, Miss.
Oke. Apakah sudah terlihat?
Udah, tapi nggak ke slideshow.
Oh, wait. Yang quadratic function sudah terlihat?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. So quadratic function are used in different fields of engineering and science to obtain value of different parameters. Graphically, they are represented by a parabola depending on the coefficient of the highest degree, the direction of the curve is decided. The word quadratic is derived from the word quad, which means square. In the other words, a quadratic function is a polynomial function of degree 2. Apakah sudah slideshow yang what is quadratic function. Hello?
No, Miss.
Terlihat yang what is quadratic function?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. What is quadratic function? Quadratic function is a polynomial function with one or more variable in which the highest exponent of the variable is 2. Since the highest degree term in a quadratic function is of the second degree, therefore it is also called the polynomial of degree 2. A quadratic function has a minimum of one term which is of the second degree. Apakah slide sudah terganti? Standard form of a quadratic function. The standard form of a quadratic function is of the term fx equal ax squared 2 plus bx plus c, where a, b, and c are real numbers. Like this, in this picture. Next. Apakah slide terganti?
Slide-nya masih yang what is the function.
No, Miss.
Oke, yang ini terlihat what is quadratic function?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Okay, I will replay. So, standard form of a quadratic function. The standard form of quadratic function is of the term fx equal ax squared 2 plus bx plus c, where a, b, and c are real numbers. Okay, next. Quadratic function example. The quadratic function equation is fx equal ax squared 2 plus bx plus c. Let us see few example of quadratic function. The first, fx equal 2x squared 2 plus 4x minus 5. Here, a equal 2, b equal 4, and c equal minus 5. Next, fx equal 3x squared 2 minus 9. Here, a equal 3, b equal 0, c equal minus 9. And last, fx equal x squared 2 minus x. Here, a equal 1, b equal minus 1, and c equal to 0. Oke. Slide yang sekarang yang vertex, apakah sudah terlihat?
Yes, Miss.
Vertex of quadratic function. The vertex of quadratic function, which in its U-shape, is where the function has maximum value or a minimum value. The axis of symmetry of the quadratic function intersect the function or parabola at the vertex. The vertex of quadratic function is like in this picture. The vertex maximum value and this vertex of minimum value. Okay, next. Coordinate pairs of extreme points in quadratic function. Minus b divided by 2a minus d divided by 4a. xp equal to minus b divided by 2a. yp equal minus d divided by 4a equal b squared 2 minus 4ac divided by 4a. Okay, next, parabolic curve properties. The parabola opens upwards or downwards as per the value of a series. If a more than 0, then the parabola opens upwards like this. And if a less than 0, then the parabola opens downwards like this. Okay. The parabola opens or upwards or downwards as the per the value of b varies. The value of b has a function as determinant to determine the position of the axis of symmetry on the graph. For a and b with the same sign, like this or like this, then the axis of symmetry is to the left of the y-axis. For a and b with different sign, like this or like that, then the axis of symmetry is to the right of y-axis. The parabola opens upwards or downwards as per the value of c varies. The value of c has a function as determinant of the point of intersection with the y-axis. If c more than 0, the graph of the parabola intersect on the positive y-axis. If c less than 0, the graph of the parabola intersect the negative y-axis. Okay, next. The parabola opens upwards or downwards as per the value of d varies. If d more than 0, the quadratic equation has two distinct real roots. The parabola will intersect the x-axis at 2 points. For d to be perfect square, both roots are rational, while d is not a perfect square, so both roots are irrational roots. If d equal 0, the quadratic equation has two equal roots or twin roots, is real and is also rational. The parabola will be tangent to the x-axis. If d less than 0, the quadratic equation has no real roots or both roots are not real or imaginary. Next, compiling quadratic function. The first intersect on the x-axis at x1, 0 and x2, 0. Then the formula that applies is y equal x minus x1 multiplied by x minus x2. And the second, if the vertex is xp yp, then the formula that applies is y equal x minus xp squared 2 plus yp. The third, if it touch the x-axis at x1, 0, then the formula that applies is y equal x minus x1 squared 2. Next, line relationship with parabola. Based on discriminant, the formula of the discriminant is d equal b squared 2 minus 4ac. The position of the line on the parabola is divided into 3 types, including d more than 0 means the line will intersect the parabola at 2 points. D equal to 0 means the lines intersect the parabola at 1 point or intercept. D less than 0 means the line does not intersect and will not touch the parabola. Okay, the quadratic function formula. The general forms of a quadratic function is given as fx equal ax squared 2 plus bx plus c, where a, b, and c are real numbers. The roots of the quadratic function fx can be calculated using the formula of quadratic function, which is x equal to minus b plus minus roots of b squared 2 minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, thank you. I will stop share screen. Okay. Do you want to ask any question?
No, Miss.
No, Miss.
No, Miss.
Okay. Before we end class today, I will give a student worksheet and I will share on this WA group. Okay, so I hope you all understand about the lesson today. Thank you. Stay safe and stay healthy. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ya, wabarakatuh.
Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you all.